What is this? Like, you don't want me to work, or you have not approved anything. I tried to start a Radical Rubby. Radical Rubby is non-profit oriented. Now you're requesting for this certain amount. How do you want me to survive? So I when I was left to write on am I the right person to everyone, welcome back to Radical Rubby, and if this is your first time, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you're on my website, please do not forget to sign up. A big thank you to all those that have been watching. Now I'd like to tell you that we hit 2,500 views, yeah, and that's thanks to you guys. No matter how little, we should always appreciate our efforts. Now I decided not to like talk today about something, about a topic. I decided to share something personal, which happens to be my own form of testifying and being grateful to God, and I want to use it as a medium to encourage any other person that might be in that same situation. Alright, let's go. Last year, exactly 1 year ago, July 2018. So for those who do not know, I resigned my job then in 2018, and from then till now, from time to time, I had to throw in my CVs, job applications, and all that. And while I was doing this from July, I started doing Radical Rubby. It kicked off in October. Something else came, and so while I was doing Radical Rubby, it's only normal that I had to stop applying for jobs because I really got engulfed. I really got busy. I had my team set up. We had to, always review all we had to do, had meetings online, everything. So I really got busy. Well, after 2 to 3 months, at least I knew about the routine of how to go about my videos, write-ups, every other thing. I think I had mastered it already of how to go about my schedule. So I decided that I should start applying for jobs again because I can balance them now. I can work and still be doing Radical Rubby. Now this is all I was thinking about because I needed income. So people also buzz me from time to time to ask, Ruby, how do you plan to survive since Radical Rubby is non-profit oriented? So how do you plan to survive? So I put this into consideration and threw in my CVs from time to time. And guess what? I was being called for interviews, and I went for interviews, and I always get to the final stage. Now whenever I get to the final stage, the position gets put on hold. They don't recruit anyone. They just put it on hold, and they start recruiting for maybe another department or something else, being that I was into HR. So this kept happening. It didn't happen once, it didn't happen twice. It gets, even when people referred, like, whenever it got to something tangible happening, maybe after the interview processes, something always puts it on hold. And whenever it happened, I always told my friend, God doesn't want me to have this job, and I'll continue with Radical Rubby. Why? Because while I was doing Radical Rubby, I was working for God, but I decided, like I said earlier, I wanted to balance it out with something. So I then shifted away from maybe something corporate, and everybody knows, or if you didn't know, I've always had a thing for makeup. So I said, okay, so while I haven't gotten a corporate job yet, let me at least master this whole makeup thing. So there was somewhere close to my area that I wanted to go attach with the person, so that I not only master it, I get to make money out of it. So I called this person, and she, being a professional, known professional, even on IG, so she said, okay, you have to come on Monday, and then we get to do all this. We get to kick off, because we had already met before. So she was like, okay, when I come on Monday. Beautiful. So a day before, the night before Monday, I get rushed to the hospital because I was ill. All of a sudden, I get rushed to the hospital, and made that it was a serious issue. They told me the next day, being Monday, that I meant to go for my job stuff, that I had to be in the hospital. And so that Monday was gone. I couldn't resume. I called the lady. The lady said, okay, Tuesday. On Tuesday, I called her to tell her that I was about coming, and she was like, something came up with her. You know, the longer short of the story is that I never resumed the half of the makeup stuff. So it's just like everything I tried starting, aside Radical Rubby, wasn't working out. I said, okay. I continued. One day, a friend of mine sends me a link. I said, Ruby, just apply to this job. I looked at the job qualifications. I looked at everything, and they needed someone to resume ASAP. The interview was to be the next day. Close by. Also in my region, you know, everything looked perfect. I was like, yeah, finally. I applied for the job, and I was called ASAP. I was like, I need you to come for an interview. I went for all the interviews. In fact, I was the only one taken, because it was positioned for one person, and there were other people. So I was the only one taken, and we had already reached terms of employment. Everything had been settled. Salary, you know, everything. They already sent a proposal, the letter, everything. So my resumption date was set. On the day of resumption, I put on my clothes. I was doing my makeup, you know, I was dressed up, and I received a call. I received a call, and they tell me, Ruby, that please can you just hold on, and your client is not forthcoming, this and that. And that was the end. I followed up. They even followed up with me. They kept on giving me updates. But that was the end. Like, this is something that got to the employment letter. That was the end. And that was the final call for me. I told my friend, since God does not approve any other thing I try to do aside from Radical Rubby, when it is time, He was going to give me something of His own. And that was the end. I stopped applying for jobs. I stopped applying for anything called job. I focused on Radical Rubby, had to get more ideas, develop my writing, and kicked off with what I was doing, with the mindset of when He was willing to do something, He's going to make a way. And so having my church, or my parish rather, St. Charles Borromeo in VI, it gets to a time of the year, which I think all Catholic churches do, we start having preparations for harvest. And so for me, I usually donate every year for harvest. So last year I donated for harvest. So this year I already planned, being that it's a harvest of covenant, I already planned that I was going to donate exactly what I donated last year. But although I had less this year, because I mean it's been a year without working, so I already wanted to write down what I was going to donate this year for harvest. I wrote it down, what I wanted to donate this year for harvest, and then the voice of God comes in and says, babe, that is not what I want you to donate. And He gave me a certain amount, which happened to be like 75% of everything I had. And then I was like, guy, as in, what is this? Like, you don't want me to work, or you have not approved anything. I tried to do that at Radical Rubby. Radical Rubby is non-profit oriented. Now you're requesting for this certain amount. How do you want me to survive? You know, that was what keeps on playing in my head. You know, there's some things you hear from God and you're like, I beg, I didn't hear it. You don't even want to hear it. And then I decided to talk to my sisters about it and all that, and they're like, babe, it's the voice of God and you have to do this. And guess what? I did it. You know, I pledged this amount that I didn't know how I was going to leave afterwards. I pledged this amount and I accepted. I told God, I'm going to do this. If this is what you want me to do, I'll do it for you. And guess what? I already accepted by Thursday of this whole thing. I accepted. And by Friday the next day, I got a call from someone who had interned under me while I was still working. So she called me and told me, "Hey Ruby, what's up? This position came up. What do you think? Please send me your CV." She sent her CV and forwarded it to somebody else. I don't know. That was on a Friday. The next day, which was a Saturday, a person calls me and we discuss terms of employment and they say, "Please resume on Monday." Sweetheart, I didn't go for any interview. I did not have an interview. I did not apply for this job. Nothing. I resume and I'm like, I wonder why God is approving this particular job. I resume and I've been working. And I realized why God approves this job. Like, this is different. First of all, I get to have time to do my Radical Rubby. He decided what he wanted for me. I mean, every other thing I was trying to do, I was being logical minded. I never sought for his permission. All I was trying to say is I need money to run this. But all through the while, all through the time I needed this money, all through the time I felt I needed money, he was providing. But I felt, no, I wanted to be independent, I wanted to make my own money. But he always provided. People told me, "Babe, you look fresher than when you were working." I knew. But what am I trying to say? When God is involved, all protocols are broken. I was good, I was fit to get another job, but he didn't let me resume. I had the intelligence to go through interviews, but he told me that he had the final say. He blocked everywhere because he had employed me for Radical Rubby. And he wasn't ready to give me into anything that would make it stop. And when it was time, he provided his own job. He sought for a thanksgiving, he sought for a seed, and I sowed it. Something I know I was never going to give in before. Obedience. So whatever situation you may think you are in right now, ask yourself, all the decisions you're trying to make, that level you're trying to attain, have you sought for God's guidance? Have you asked him if this is his will? And whenever God tells you to do something, please do it. No matter how big it looks, please do it. He breaks the bond. He breaks whatever it is that is around you that you cannot see. Now I'm currently working with a company on something, but I never saw this coming. It wasn't part of my plan, and this is exactly 1 year after my resignation. At times he shuts all other doors because he wants you to build something, and this he set me to do, and this I will continue to do. I hope this encourages someone, and I pray that God helps us, that he helps us because this world is tough, that he helps us to know his will, that he strengthens us and he shows us mercy through Christ our Lord. Amen. See you next time. Bye bye.